is the new engine. It's going to be in gunmetal. I could only get it in black right before I left, but we did put the Two Brothers, and we got an exclusive deal with Two Brothers now where they're giving us the Superhead, and that's going to be an optional thing you can put on your Dominator. You're going to be pushing right about 18 horsepower with it. You got about 13.5 just stock on the 160cc engine. You know, our engines do come stock with the in-rotor kit, stationary ignition system, the Hyper CDI performance ignition coil, really everything you need to get this engine as top quality as you can get it, as fast as you can get it. We upgraded to a 32 millimeter Mikuni carburetor, up to jetting on it, so you're just getting a ton of airflow in there, ton of performance from that larger carb. And we're going to also have an optional red dress-up kit for it too. That's going to come in about 3 weeks. Of course, we're going to have oil coolers. I didn't have an oil cooler to mount this yet. Of course, you can see I burnt it riding it, but you know, this thing's pushing about 18 horse right now as it is. So you know, you can get this bike about $2,400. You know, have us slap the Superhead on it, which, like I said, it's exclusive with us. We signed a deal with Two Brothers, so you can only get that through us, and or else you got to just buy the whole entire kit, which is about $1,600. You can add that $700 upgrade and truly have, the fastest bike around your area. But you know, we kind of just had to piece this thing together, so a little test bike up until we get the Dominators actually in. We're taking dealerships, kind of showing everybody what the new bike really has. Of course, the new bike will come with the 428 chain. This has got a 420. It's got our custom painted graphics on. We take to the show, but it's just important for people to realize that Killer Motorsports doesn't just buy this stuff from China. Obviously, we buy Coolston product, we buy different product, and that comes from China. We buy stuff from Parts Unlimited, Tucker-Rocky, Two Brothers, which they're distributors. And but when it comes to our pit bikes and the new engine design and our performance parts, that stuff I actually go to China for. That stuff, we work close in hand with the China guys to make sure the stuff is top quality before we even bring it over. I went over there and tested this engine for close to 2 weeks and just beat it to hell just to make sure it was a really good engine. That way I'm not taking the Chinese word for it, that when this thing comes over, it's exactly the way it needs to be. I go over there and make sure it's exactly how it needs to be. We made sure the engine guys bored the cases exact so we could get the Superhead on there. So, when you deal with Killer Motorsports, not only are you dealing with the guys that, we obviously sell the stuff, we import it, but we go to China and we actually make sure that the stuff is top quality stuff. So, anyway, that's a little bit about Killer Motorsports. You've seen the shop, you've seen somewhat of the new bike and the engine, so look forward to doing business with you.